Hey everybody, TR here from Gluten Free Crumbly, and welcome back to my really awkward pause when I'm trying to figure out where I'm at when I'm not in my kitchen, if that made any sense whatsoever. So for the last video that I posted before I go off for Thanksgiving break, I wanted to do something new that I haven't done before, but a lot of people have done elsewhere on the internet, and I really didn't want to do one of these before, but I So the first thing is this really exquisite hat. I'm lying, it's not a hat. So I've hosted this wonderful thing known as Friendsgiving for 5 years at this point at my various apartments and now house. And if you haven't heard of it before, Friendsgiving is pretty much what it sounds like. It's Thanksgiving with none of the family but all of the friends. It sounds too good to be true that it is actually pretty true, pretty spot on. But for every year beforehand, I have been trying to fit a really giant bird into a store-bought foil roasting pan, which has had various results, one of which almost burnt down one of the apartments I was in because there was a little bit of a grease overflow because the pan almost broke. So for this Friendsgiving, I wanted to actually cook a turkey in a real-life, grown-up adult pan. Oh my god, I know, like, mind-blowing. So I went searching at a bunch of different stores and really got stressed out by how expensive a lot of them looked like. There were some that I found that were, $150, $200, $300, and I was getting really stressed out. I did not want to spend that much money on a roasting pan. So when I went to the wonderful world of Target, I found this lovely Calphalon roasting pan that is probably going to be making a lot of noise while I'm trying to talk, but it's, oops. So I don't know about your Friendsgivings or Thanksgivings, but my Friendsgivings end up being about 20 to 25 people, so I'm normally making a pretty decent sized bird. And this year I went out and bought about a 20-pound bird, and it's not the easiest bird to fit into pans, especially, in hindsight when I've used the, disposable aluminum pans and almost breaking them, but this Calphalon pan really did a really great job of holding a giant bird, and I'm really excited to try to use it for a bunch of other roasts that I do. I've kind of done the historical, slightly cheapo version of roasting when I've had a, large pan where I've just coiled up a bunch of aluminum foil in the bottom and used that as the method of trying to keep the meat off of the bottom of the pan, but it never really works. So I'm really excited for uses of this other than just, a Thanksgiving turkey. Next thing I want to showcase is something a little bit more frivolous and fun. It's this! If you can kind of make out what it is. If you are any form of a grown-up child or, parent, you might recognize this as the really cute and adorable Yoshi from the Mario series. And pretty much what this is it is a really freaking adorable yarn Yoshi amiibo, which is these little figurines that you can use for the Wii U console and can do all sorts of different things, but this thing I love because it's freaking knitted. How freaking adorable is this thing? It's cute, it's adorable, and I wish I could get a, giant version of this, because gosh, how freaking cute is this? How many times can I use the word cute in one video, or even sentence for that matter? Dial it back. But looking ahead to the month of December and all of the holiday gifts that are associated with it, this would be a really great gift for anybody who is obsessed with Nintendo or loves little tiny collectible things from video games, because this is really adorable. And I mean, for someone like me, I love having this because it's just so freaking cute. And if I remember correctly, it was pretty affordable. I think this was under $15. The next thing on my Target haul list is this really awesome shirt that I got from Star Wars. It's a BB-8 droid, which is the really new, cool soccer ball droid that I'm kind of obsessed with at the moment. And if I had more money, I would go ahead and buy one of those little, multi-$100 droids and just like roll it around my entire house. But, distractions. So I kind of love getting really geeky, nerdy shirts from time to time, and I kind of just walked by this shirt, and it's a pretty affordable shirt. It's really comfortable, and it's long sleeve, so it's really great for the coming winter months. And if you have any, sibling or child or family member or friend or know anybody, I don't know if I missed anybody off of that list. But yeah, it's a really comfortable long sleeve shirt that would be a really great stocking stuffer for any kind of holiday coming up for anybody you know that may be obsessed with Star Wars, which, at this point, with the Star Wars movie coming out in, the next 2 or 3 weeks, could possibly be almost anybody on the face of the earth. Next thing on my haul list are these really random looking holiday haul words and no sentences. So for anybody who's a food blogger out there, they may or may not be used to this whole feeling of, oh my god, I need to get these 5,000 different things to decorate the foreground, background of my photos so I just don't look like a plain person putting a piece of food on a plate and taking a photo of it. Because I've been surely guilty of that 5,000 billion times. So if you're a food blogger like me, you've probably had this existential crisis that I've had about 5,000, maybe 10,000 times at this point, of, oh my god, what am I gonna do? All I have is this food on a plate and nothing to go around it. I'm just gonna look like a plain, boring person with just a couple cookies on a plate, and you get the point. So if you didn't quite get the point of that internal existential crisis put onto video, pretty much what I like to do is I like to go out to stores periodically to find new props to put into my photos, and this past week, I found these really great holiday ornaments that went really well with the theme of what I was going to be putting together in a couple photo shoots coming up. And I actually really love them. They're pretty simplistic, but I prefer more simplistic style in my photos rather than something overly extravagant. I know everybody has their own style, but this worked out really well for me, and there were a whole bunch of other things that I found at Target that I could have bought and spent a whole bunch of money on to get some more props for the holidays. But if you are also a food blogger looking for some props and you're having the same existential crisis that I have from time to time, go check out Target. They have a whole bunch of stuff. And the last thing on my surprisingly long list of things that I got at Target this month that I really fell in love with is this book. The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire. Now, I know a bunch of people probably may not know what this is, but for children of the internet who spend way too much time watching YouTube in their spare time and procrastinating, Dan and Phil are these British YouTubers who are really hilariously awkward and kind of resonate a little bit with me personality-wise. I enjoy the various channels that they have on YouTube, so I was kind of curious to see what the book was that they've recently written. I think they only put it out in the past couple months, but I went ahead, got it. I haven't gotten through all of it. It's not like it's a deep read, it's more of just a fun little thing to look through, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a bunch of fun, so this is another really great thing that would be a gift for anybody you know who is kind of obsessed over YouTube or the internet in general. But there we have it. That is my first haul video, which was surprisingly not as hard as I thought it would be to make. I'm sure I'll have a bunch of stuff out for the month of December, since I'll be trying to avoid getting a bunch of stuff for myself when I'm out getting Christmas gifts for other people. And if you were a fan of this video, then be on the lookout over the next week or two of a blog post that I'm going to be putting out for all of the really cool geeky artwork that I've gotten, and where you can get that if you are looking for something like that for any kind of Christmas gift for a special loved one that you have. So that's it for this video. If you guys live in the US, please have a safe travels for this year's Thanksgiving. And if you like this video, please do the standard, thumbs up, leave a comment, share it, subscribe, all of that wonderful, fun YouTube stuff. I don't know why I went Irish down there at the end. If that is an Irish accent, I don't know. It's kind of going a little bit weird. I'm gonna leave now. Bye!